Have you ever felt stuck in endless thoughts? Your body is here, but your mind keeps running to the past or worrying about the future. The more you try to stop thinking, the more restless your mind becomes, until you ask yourself, why can't I ever feel at peace? Eckhart Tolle, the author of the famous book, The Power of Now, can help answer these questions. In this book, he not only explains why we get caught in overthinking, worries, and negative thoughts, but also shows us how to break free, and how to return the mind to its natural calm state. You are not your mind. Eckhart Tolle reveals a very important truth, often overlooked. We are not our thoughts. Yet most people live as if the mind is all that they are. They think non-stop, about yesterday, tomorrow, about tasks, mistakes, fears, and they believe all those thoughts are their true self. The author calls this identification with the mind. He says this is the root of human suffering. Why? Because the human mind is never still. It always drags you into worry about the future, regret about the past, or endless inner conflict. You may be lying down to rest, but your mind won't stop. What must I do tomorrow? What if I fail? I should have said this instead. These thoughts repeat again and again, creating restlessness and anxiety. The past and the future do not exist. The past is only memory that you recall in this moment. The future is only images you imagine in your mind now. Both past and future exist only in thought, not in reality. The only thing truly real is the present moment. Nothing can happen in the past, it can only happen now. Nothing can happen in the future, it can only happen now. What we call the past is simply memory of old present moments. And when we imagine the future, we do it in this moment. Even when the future comes, it will also come only as the present. When you realize this, you see why you often feel uneasy or unsatisfied. You are living in things that are not real, either what has already gone and cannot change, or what has not yet come and cannot be controlled. The mind is a tool. The mind is just a tool. Like a computer in your head. It can analyze, compare, plan, and calculate. This is very useful when you solve problems, study, or make plans. But if you don't control it, the mind becomes the master instead of the servant. It pulls you into endless thoughts, making you lose touch with the present moment. The moment you realize, I am thinking too much, you are no longer trapped. You step back and become the observer. From there, you return to the present, to the silence behind the noise in your head. For example, when washing dishes, you notice the warm water, the feeling in your hands, the smell of soap, instead of worrying about deadlines or replaying yesterday's argument. When speaking to someone, you truly listen, instead of preparing your reply or checking your phone. The author calls this state awareness. It is not about forcing or fighting thoughts. It is about seeing through them, and no longer being ruled by them. The root of suffering. The root of human suffering is believing that, I am what I think. This belief keeps you stuck in worry and fear. But the moment you notice, I am thinking, you have already separated from the mind. That very moment is awareness. You are no longer inside the thought, you are observing it. And in that moment, you reconnect with the present. The key is not to think positive or control thoughts, but to notice the silence behind them. That silence is where peace, joy, and your true self live, not shaped by past or future. This is the power of now. Awareness is the way out of pain. Pain is part of life. Everyone has felt sadness, disappointment, loss, or rejection. But Tolle explains that most suffering does not come from the present situation. It comes from how we think about it, react to it, and carry unhealed emotions from the past. Each of us carries old wounds, childhood hurts, heartbreak, failures, rejection, or criticism. When these are not faced and healed, they stay inside and later rise again whenever something reminds us of them. For example, if you were often told you were useless as a child, later even small criticism may hurt deeply, because the old pain is still alive. Tolle calls this hidden pain the pain body. It is like a dark energy inside you, feeding on negative emotions. Sometimes you suddenly feel upset, angry, or hopeless for no clear reason. That is the pain body awakening. It wants to grow, so it pushes you into negative thoughts and painful emotions. But the truth is, you are not the pain body. It is not your true self. You are the one who can observe it. The moment you see, this pain is trying to control me, you are no longer its victim. You can pause, breathe, and return to the present. The present itself is never painful. Only the mind makes it so. When you are really here, feeling your breath, sensing your body, hearing the sounds around you, you cannot at the same time be stuck in sadness or anger. Pain lives only in the mind, and the mind lives in past or future. The present is always peaceful. Psychological time, the hidden burden. We need to understand two types of time: clock time and psychological time. Clock time is practical time, planning, meetings, schedules, goals. It is useful and necessary. Psychological time, however, is the time created in your mind, when you replay the past or worry about the future. This kind of time is not real, but it controls the emotions of many people. You may sit in a cafe, but your mind is replaying yesterday's fight, or worrying about an interview next week. Your body is here, but your mind is elsewhere. This creates invisible stress. When you pay full attention to the present, knowing what you are doing as you do it, you stop needless thinking and let your nervous system rest. You feel calmer, more focused. Many people believe that if they don't think about the future, they will lose direction. But the truth is, you can plan in the present, using clock time, without letting the future control your emotions. You can prepare, but you do not have to carry future worry all day. Living as the observer. Psychological time creates the feeling of not enough. The mind always says, when I get this, I will be happy. But happiness is always delayed, because the mind sets a new condition again and again. In reality, all change, all action, can only happen now. So practicing presence is very important. Notice when your mind drifts to past or future. Gently return to now. Take a deep breath, and focus on the task at hand. The more you practice, the freer you become. Living as the observer also helps you control emotions. For example, when you feel angry, instead of reacting immediately, you notice, my mind is telling me a story that makes me angry. This awareness gives you choice. You act with calm instead of reacting blindly. You really taste your food. Enjoy your conversations. These simple moments are the real quality of life. But most people miss them, because they live in their mind's stories. Before ending, let us sum up the key ideas. Asterisk, you are not your mind. So don't identify yourself with non-stop thoughts. Asterisk, the past and future exist only in the mind. The present is the only real place to live. Asterisk, practice presence in every moment, whatever you do. Know you are doing it. Living in the now reduces stress, improves focus, and brings peace and happiness, right here, right now. Thank you for watching this video. And see you in my next video.